makakausap po natin yung Davao-based pediatrician na si Dr. Richard Mata. Magandang umaga, Dr. Mata. Kumusta po dyan sa Davao City?
Hello po, Sir Ed and Mama Maricel. Good morning po. Okay naman po sa Davao. Nasa GCQ na kami.
GCQ.
But somehow, opo, and somehow, meron pa rin pagka-stricto pa rin. So far, okay naman po.
We understand po that you are, I think, a believer in the effect of hydroxychloroquine doon sa in response to yung mga indications ng COVID-19. Can you tell us about it po?
Okay. Basically, hydroxychloroquine po is an anti-inflammatory. So, basta anti-inflammatory po, open ako dyan dahil ang COVID-19 po kasi is really an inflammation. Kasi ang maraming hindi naiintindihan, maraming nang naglalabasan ng mga report na it's about cytokine storm. Ibig sabihin po noon, overreaction of the antibodies. So, karamihan sa COVID, kung napapansin natin, namamatay ang patient sa 14 days above, no? Hindi namamatay sa first week. Kasi kung namatay ang patient po sa first week, ibig sabihin po, yung virus ang may kasalanan
Yung virus mismo.
Virus mismo ang may kasalanan dahil first week, yan ang peak ng virus eh. But a virus, actually nawawala ang virus by 5 to 7 days, pawala na yan eh. Bakit namatay ang patient sa pangalawang week? It was the overreaction of the antibodies ang pumatay sa pasyente. Kahit anong i-research yun ang kinalalabasan na ngayon. Ibig sabihin, what we are looking for is an anti-inflammatory. So, I always say, the virus is new, but the inflammation is old. Ibig sabihin, yes, virus, bago yan. Nahirapan tayo anong gamot dyan. Pero yung inflammation ng katawan, na pag-aralan na ng tao yan, madami na tayong gamot sa inflammation. Sobra-sobra nga eh. So, hydroxychloroquine is one of them, used in lupus inflammation, used in rheumatoid arthritis inflammation. So, ibig sabihin, okay siya dahil nga, inflammatory siya and maraming nakapansin na magandang effect niya. And I'm not just focused on hydroxychloroquine, and there are a lot of anti-inflammatory. So, kaya lang, ito lang ang HCQ, ang maraming mga news at balita. That's why I agree with it. But there are a lot of anti-inflammatories available as well.
Pero Doc, and also to be clear to the audience, sa mga nanonood sa atin ngayon, yung paggamit ng hydroxychloroquine para sa COVID-19 ay hindi pa po yan approved ng Food and Drug Administration. Just to be clear po to our viewers din, para hindi nagkakalituhan. So hindi pa po siya authorized by the FDA for use against COVID-19. Why do you think that is po? Bakit hindi pa po umaandar yung prosesong yun?
Because ang DOH po is always waiting for the WHO. So kung ano ang go signal ng WHO, yun na po. So meron po kasing tinatawag ng WHO na solidary analysis. Ibig sabihin, kino-compile nila lahat ng mga research. So yun ang inaantay nila. Then probably pag gano'n na, doon na nila sasabihin na medicine na siya for COVID. But as of the moment, nalalagay siya sa off-label. And I do believe marami pa rin gumagamit ng HCQ.
Kasama rin yata ito sa tinitest eh, di ba?
I think among the drugs being tested in the Solidarity trial. So, pero yun lang po para klaro sa ating mga viewers na itong drug na ito ay hindi pa po approved ng FDA for use against COVID-19. Typically po, Doc, this drug, hydroxychloroquine is used against what? Malaria ba? O ano?
Malaria po, 1940s pa po. Actually, ang original niya is chloroquine, no? Tapos, the hydroxychloroquine is somehow the milder side effects ang hydroxychloroquine. That's why mas nagagamit na siya ngayon and nagamit siya sa mga inflammation or immune reactions ng rheumatoid arthritis tsaka sa lupus. So, ibig sabihin, hindi lang siya sa malaria. Yung mga inflammatory problems din. Kaya ngayon, inisip ng siguro nung doktor nung COVID na subukan nga natin itong anti-inflammatory na ito and they're seeing positive results. So that's a signal na it's really an inflammatory problem. Therefore, we have to list down all the best anti-inflammatories available and line them up para kung hindi nag-work ang hydroxychloroquine, gamitin na naman natin yung iba. Yun yung bottom line talaga ng COVID-19 management.
Bok, linawin ko lang.
Sige
Doc,
lang po.
kung pwede po, para layman's language natin, kasi we're talking about inflammation and so on down the line, medyo, medyo jargon yan for, for the medical sector. Eh. So, ang sinasabi po ninyo, and tell me if I'm getting this right, ang sinasabi po ninyo, sa nakikita ninyo, hindi yung virus na COVID-19 mismo yung pumapatay sa pasyente, yung pumapatay sa pasyente ay yung overreaction ng kanyang immune system, yung kanyang antibodies doon sa COVID-19. Tama ho, so far.
Tama po. Tama po.
At itong overreaction na ito ay ang inflammation ng kanyang system. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Pag sabi mong inflammation ng kanyang system?
Ano po, ganito yan. Let me give an example. Kinagat tayo ng bubuyog. Pagkagat ng bubuyog, namula yung balat natin, lumaki.
Namamaga.
Actually, yung maga na yun, reaction ng katawan yun.
Opo.
Dumating yung mga depensa ng katawan natin doon sa site na yon. So, namaga. So, let me, site na, kunwari, pumasok ang COVID-19 sa lungs. So, nag-overreact yung lungs na instead na 10 kawal lang ang ipadala, 1,000 kawal ng antibodies ang pinadala. So, ending, nagkasikipan sa lungs dahil nga over yung respond ng lungs, hindi na tuloy makahinga yung pasyente. So what we need actually is like a medicine to tell the body na relax lang. Huwag kayo masyadong mag-overreact. Hindi na makahinga ang pasyente dahil nga the main reaction is happening in the lungs. I always say kung ang reaction lang nasa tuhod lang natin, buhay ang mga pasyente ngayon dahil hindi ka naman mahirapan ng huminga kung namaga ang tuhod eh. Kaya lang namamaga ang lungs, so ang ending, hindi na po makahinga yung pasyente dahil nga nag-overreact ang immune system.
It's a fascinating analysis.
Yeah.
Pero Doc, ano po yung basis natin for saying that? If you don't mind. Again, we're not doctors, so that's why we're asking you.
Opo.
What is your basis for saying na it's the inflammation or the reaction of the body that is killing the victim and not the virus?
Okay, so there are many reasons. I cite earlier na bakit later pa naging severe ang patient, hindi sa earlier part. Kasi kung virus ang may kasalanan, dapat naging severe na siya in the 3 to 4 days. Bakit yung pagaling na ang pasyente, doon pa siya naging severe? Yung second week kasi ng sakit ng patient, that is already increasing of the antibody stage na po yan. So that's one reason. The second reason is maraming adults ang mas nagiging severe in comparison to the younger ones. Noon po nag-start yung aking analysis eh. Kasi yun ang tanong. Bakit mas grabe ang mga adults in comparison to the younger? So, the first analysis that came up is actually may coronavirus na po kasi before this coronavirus, di ba?
May
Meron
SARS,
tayong
may MERS.
actually may SARS tayo, may MERS ko, pero may 4 pa tayong coronavirus
Opo.
na ordinary.
Opo.
Which we call the ordinary coronavirus flu. So in other words, pwede po ganito nangyari. Nung adult na tayo, na-inhale natin itong mga ordinary coronavirus na ito. So nagkaroon tayo ng ordinary flu. Pero nag-develop na tayo ng antibodies. Dahil nga na-expose na tayo. Ngayon, when this new coronavirus came, tayong na first naka-expose na before sa ordinary coronavirus, nagkaroon tayo ng mas severe na reaction dahil meron na tayong antibodies in comparison sa younger na hindi masyado sila na-exposed. It's like the dengue issue, Ed and Maricel, yung bakit ang dengue, yung second dengue is severe than the first dengue. It's an antibody issue yan. Overreaction kasi ang second na in comparison sa first. Kasi virgin case, hindi nag-react yung antibodies kasi wala pa silang antibodies actually. On dengue, on the second dengue, may antibodies na, mas severe yung reaction. So, yun yung parang comparison ko on the dengue side, on the antibodies, which I could also say na nasa, antibody overreaction. And as the studies are coming in, totoo nga, even the autopsies are saying that deaths are due to overreaction of the antibodies, kaya lumalabas yung mga tinatawag nilang clotting body. So ibig sabihin, we have to focus on the right we have to bark on the right tree kasi what we're doing is kulang tayo doon sa focus sa inflammation. And the lineup of drugs, no, aside from hydroxychloroquine, another is steroids, another is tocilizumab, which is anti-arthritis din. Another is yung pinakamahal po is the IVIG, which is also an anti-inflammatory na ginagamit natin sa Kawasaki. So ngayon lumabas din na Kawasaki, parang Kawasaki disease daw sa bata. So all the more parang doon nga papunta in inflammatory kasi Kawasaki disease is still inflammatory, overreaction of the antibodies. So we have to control the antibodies. And if we focus on that, I do believe a lot of people will survive.
So, Dok, sa sinabi po ninyong yan, ibig sabihin nga, in general, mas safe yung mga bata as compared doon sa mga senior citizen kasi kumbaga nakadevelop na sila ng mga antibodies. That's what you're saying.
Yung mga senior citizen, in my theory, could have developed antibodies previously on the relative of the coronavirus kasi maraming coronavirus na sa mundo There are 7. And then one of the 7 lang itong COVID-19. So, kung meron ka ng antibodies, pagpasok ng COVID-19, pwedeng mag-react yung katawan mo and on the lung area kasi nga meron ng mga antibodies doon ready to fight the coronavirus. Kaya lang, lumaban nga yung katawan mo, kaya lang paglaban ng katawan mo, napuno ng reaction ang lungs, hindi na tuloy makahinga. Buti pa yung babies na siguro nahawa siya ng COVID, kaya lang wala siyang antibodies for COVID, first experience niya. So walang nangyari, parang dumaan lang yung virus sa katawan, hindi naging a lot of report ang nangyari sa mga young ones and babies kasi I do believe the bodies para bang pinadaan na lang niya kasi hindi siya nag-overreact. So in my opinion, the virus really will not kill you if your body will not overreact. And I could really say that in a lot of ways based on a lot of reports. So what we really need, as I say, it's a new virus, kulang tayo ng antivirus, pero yung overreaction ng antibody, madami na tayong gamot dyan. So we just have to line up what are the best anti-inflammatories or antibodies to simply make it para malaman natin na kung hindi mag-work itong isa, we will give the other one. Kung hindi pa rin, mayroon pang isa before ma-flood yung lungs ng pasyente ng overreaction.
Parang sinasabi ni Doc, the body has to be told na chill ka lang dyan.
Oo.
Yes,
Relax.
that's the bottom line. And actually, Ed and Maricel, that's why naging uso yung, even in China, yung traditional medicines nila, is also part of the recommendations of World Health. What are the Chinese traditional medicines? Herbs, herbal, anti-inflammatories. So actually yung atin din, yung mga turmeric, yung mga garlic, those are still anti-inflammatory. So it can help, but it's not the main cure. But anything anti-inflammatory, kahit mag-search sa Google, anti-inflammatory foods, maglalabasan naman yun So you could take those as a preventive measure para yung body mo sinasabihan na chill lang, chill. Parang ganun yung kailangan natin. But we need really higher medicines na kung just in case naging severe yung presentation mo, kailangan bigyan ka talaga nung pangtunay na chill talaga na hindi mag-overreact yung lungs mo habang dumadaan yung virus.
O kaya marami
I think
nagsasalabat
that's the
ngayon.
focus.
Sasalabat. Pero, Doc, di ba pinag-aaralan din kasi yung virgin coconut oil
Yeah, actually, VCO is anti-inflammatory din po. It's under the lineup. I-search nyo po sa Google, anti-inflammatory foods, lalabas ang virgin coconut oil. So, it's in the lineup actually. So, those, I do believe, those are the first defense ng katawan natin. We could encourage people, not only VCO, there are a lot. Turmeric is one of them. And then, yung second lineup, nasa amin na yon. And that goes to the hydroxychloroquine, yun ang ibang mga gamot pa. So, that's what I'm doing now. Focus on anti-inflammatories because I do believe what's killing people is not really the virus but the overreaction of the antibodies. Kaya nga hindi lahat namamatay kasi yung mga hindi nag-overreact, wala lang, chill lang, parang flu lang daw. Bakit yung iba nagiging severe? Kasi nga yung immune system nila nag-overreact and there are a lot of reasons bakit. It could be hereditary na yung lungs mo talaga or yung immune system mo nag-overreact. It's like Like allergies, may taong nag-allergy, may taong hindi dahil hereditary yon. So, kunwari, ganun din, hereditary na nag-overreact yung lungs mo o yung immune system mo, ikaw yung nagiging severe. So, I do believe we can solve COVID-19 if we really put our brakes on this one. Because I do believe kahit hindi pa natin ma-finalize ano ang antivirus, we can already finalize ano ang anti-inflammatories. Yun po ang point.
At yung mga organic food naman, yung sasabi ni Doc na first lineup walang problema talaga yun dahil yun
Yes.
you can just take it, hindi mo kailangan ng FDA approval for that
Correct.
Diba?
Yes.
And walang kaso yun. Walang problema yun with the body. Diba?
Yes, I agree.
Yung second lineup na sasabi ni Doc, yun ang kailangan pa idaan sa FDA and so on.
Yes.
Otherwise mag-off label ka. So yun ang hydroxychloroquine. Ang hirap pa sasabihin.
Oo nga nakabulol
Opo.
Maybe Doc, maraming
I would like to
Sige,
add,
Doc.
Sir Ed, I would like to add something before I forget. Yung IVIG kasi, yung IVIG, that's a very expensive medicine. Yung pong ginagamit natin sa Kawasaki disease. So, marami ng reports na maganda ito even for young COVID-19 and also for the adult COVID-19. Kaya lang it's super mahal. Pwede siguro sa adult, they will spend around 300,000 to 400,000. Because the medicine is a mixture of different blood composition, thousands of like 5,000 people, yung dugo nila, minix sa factory, kinuha lang yung antibodies, yun ang nilagay sa bote. This is one of the best anti-inflammatories ever invented in this world. So, my idea is, sana mapag-usapan na paano maging mura yung medicine na ito. Kasi pwede naman tayo magpasa ng law na lahat ng mga healthy magbigay ng dugo for free para bumaba yung presyo dahil madami namang nag-donate ng dugo nila para maging antibodies. So, if you can drop the price, then hindi na magdalawang isip ang doktor magreseta if may COVID-19 ang patient dahil nagdadalawang isip talaga, Sir Ed, dahil mahal nga. But it has been proven that it is safe and effective, especially given at day 7 to day 10, lalo na kung may signs of severity.
Okay. Maraming salamat po si Dr. Richard Mata, pediatrician, coming to us live from Davao City. Doc,
Thank you.
salamat po.
Thank you, Doc.
Okay. Well, just to be sure, just to be safe din kasi, what we've been talking about, ito po ay hindi pa aprobado ng
Yes.
FDA. In fact, it's part of the testing na ginagawa dun sa Solidarity Trials. One of the drugs na ginagamit nila ngayon for study and testing.
Yes.
So, that's still not approved by the FDA.
Ang sinasabi lang ni Doc na safe na inumin ngayon for preventive, yung mga organic like turmeric,
Oh,
yan,
gawin
mga
tsa,
anti-inflammatory.
ganun, di ba? So, yun, walang kaso talaga yun.